Nothing sucks like an Electrolux. Well, so they say. And here, I think, will be an Electrolux vacuum. In fact, I've got two Electrolux vacuums due. I think this will be the 380, a model that I've often coveted or liked the look of. Not as easy to unbox as I thought. Oh, here we go, not so bad. Here we go. Let's hope this one isn't broken, folks. This is, of course, from eBay. Now, in readiness of this, excuse me, I went on eBay and got some bags. Not realising I've got absolutely tons of them. But anyway, I won't open these. I've got some open. These use the same bags as my Turbomatic, that style of cleaner that I unboxed a while ago. That came with loads of bags. This style. So that was a waste, but these won't be a waste. I also found these genuine air filters on eBay, and I think this will need new filters. I'm thinking it's this one, I don't know. Actually it might, yes I think it is. I've just spotted a silver hose, and the other one I'm expecting, the other Electrolux, is a black hose. Right, here we go, nearly there. Oh, it's going to need a bit of refurbing. Now the seller has provided new, but absolutely useless for this machine. For someone who just wanted to buy this cleaner to use, it would have been fine. But it hasn't got the original pipe. So the seller has put in the box this pattern. I mean, it's a reasonable, that can be used on another vacuum. It's brand new, but it's a pattern spare. It wouldn't have been the one supplied with this. Neither would these two plastic extension wands. It would have been one single aluminium wand with this machine. This machine would have also come with a turbo head, but I have got one that goes with this. So there's a hose. Pretty grubby, and again the hose is dirty, but it looks unused. This end, that's not used. Again, it's a pattern part. Now it might be fine. I mean, it will. Oh, it's actually dirty. Oh, that can go in my washing machine. I'm going to try out washing some hoses, because Sam from Becco 1987 channel has often remarked about washing hoses in the washing machine, and I thought, ooh, I didn't want to risk that. But apparently you wash them with some towels and things, and you can actually wash them on a 60. So I might give that a go. I'll need to take the ends off. Well, this end should come off. Ooh, not sure if I can take this end off. I'll have to have a look. But that, if it won't wash in a machine, I'll soak that in the bath. It's quite dirty. Now it's not closed, I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Right, here it is, folks. Now, yes, it's quite scuffed up. This is an Electrolux Electronic 380, and very much in the style of a traditional cylinder-shaped vacuum cleaner. This is a 380. And they did the 390, which had a remote control handle. This one's got controls, variable speed on the body of the machine. But the more deluxe 390 had, and I think it was operated by infrared or radio frequency. I don't think it was a power hose on the 390. I think there would have been a transmitter on the handle and a receiver on the cleaner to turn it on and off. I think it turned it on and off. It certainly adjusted the motor speed. This also has a turbo boost button. Right, let's have a look at the bag. See if I need to. Well, I will probably need to fit a new one. So there's a button on the top. That's odd. Not a genuine bag, I don't think, inside. Ah, well, I won't fit a new one for the purpose of the quick switch on. Ooh. Yeah, it's very dirty. It's dirty in there. This will need taking apart. I mean, it's very hard. You see all the veins inside the bag compartment to maintain the airflow as the bag fills. That's why they have these veins. There's no way of properly cleaning that without soaking it. So I think it'll come in 2 sections. It'll come in half. It should be relatively easy. Now there is a little round filter at the bottom. Now I'll just check what filters I got in these spares I bought. These actually arrived today, just before the cleaner arrived, so that was good timing. I think this has got both. Now it's got 4. So we've got 2 round pre-motor filters and 2 micro filters, so we obviously only need 1 of each. I won't fit them yet, but after I've refurbed this cleaner I will fit these. These pre-motor filters have a little pocket in them just here, and that fits the Electrolux air freshener, which I did get on one of, I think it might be my Airstream upright that I got new in the box. That came with one of them. I've never opened the filter, the air freshener. They're very hard to get, as hard to get as the Hoover ones. But with the Electrolux, they're sort of like a round grid, which allows the suction to pass through them, because they go, as I said, just in front of the motor, and it just fits into there. And that will be on the exhaust on the top, under the grill at the top of the cleaner. Those will go. So yeah, there is one pretty dirty filter. Being an Electrolux, it should sound pretty smooth and quiet. I've never, well, not from this era, experienced a loud Electrolux cleaner. They probably got louder as the years went by. Alright, ooh. That sounds awful. That can't be right. Trying to close the top of this. Now the bag is in correctly. Ooh, oh, sorry if that, if you're watching, listening with earphones. That seems awful. It's two-tone. Doesn't appear. You've got sort of a beigey normal plastic underneath, and then you've got this rather nice sort of metallic on the top. It's probably it will clean up quite well, but yeah, all the side bits here, the bumper will clean up. There's something missing from that wheel by the looks of it. Oh, I don't know. It's the same on the other side. It just doesn't look right. I think there would have been a glamour cap on that, probably in gold to match the top of the cleaner, or this bronzy goldy colour. That I'm sure Electrolux wouldn't have had an exposed screw. And underneath we've got swivel caster. Let's have a look at the old rating plate then. So it's a Lux product made in Britain, model Z380, product number 9009602, and the serial number is 6050276, I think that is, and it's 1000 watts. So it's got all the standard features you expect on a more deluxe Electrolux. Of course, automatic cord rewind. Let's hope that works. Oh dear. Now that certainly wasn't mentioned, so this is going to need a new cable. That in several places. This is what people used to do, and it's not safe. Cables on vacuum cleaners can often get damaged, especially on an upright cleaner with a revolving brush, because often people would accidentally run over the cable and cause damage. So really, this cable needs replacing. How easy that is to do, I don't know. And I tell you what, this might this might be going to this health farm, to a certain person who might be able to do this better than I can. I don't fancy fiddling about with the cord rewind. It's, look here as well. It's a nice smooth reaction. we've got this. They've featured these on Electrolux cleaners for many years. This little thing, you can unscrew it and move it. It just, yeah, that's moved up. It just prevents the plug from bashing into the machine when you rewind it. So you can move this up, twist it to lock it. I always hold the plug, as you really should when you're rewinding a cable, to stop it banging into the machine. Nothing wrong with that though, is there? Cable rewind is fine. So this is a turbo boost. I'm not sure how that operates, whether it just boosts it to its maximum 1000 and stays at that. There is a light that should come on when turbo boost is activated, and we've also got a bag check indicator light as well. On the other side we have the on-off switch. Under here, the grill here will be micro filter, it says, so that comes off. So how dirty that filter is, we'll just check. Yes, obviously that's going to be a lot better with a nice clean new filter in it. Quite dirty inside, isn't it? Look, you can see in here, dirt. What do you expect? Bit disappointed about that cable, to be honest, because that wasn't mentioned. I didn't pay a huge amount of money for this, and I can't remember how much it was. It was on auction, put in a maximum bid, so it wasn't a huge amount. So, you know, parts for this will be quite hard to come by, I think. As far as bags and filters, fine, yes, but any cosmetic parts, you know, I don't think I'll be able to get them now. Carry handle here, and that's the only place that it's not at point of balance, so it's only suitable for carrying the machine like this. It's not that heavy actually, it looks like it will be, but compared to the likes of a Hoover Sensortronic, at the time this was in the shops, the second generation Sensortronics would have been in the shops, like the Total System 10 to System 10 to Total System 50. So this was up against the Sensortronics. Now the Sensortronics were a lot more advanced, certainly the top models. Some of them had power heads, motor driven power heads. This one only ever came with a turbo head. And I've got one upstairs and I've seen it recently, so I'll bring it down and show you the turbo head that should have come with this. And I think it would have also come with the regular carpet and hard floor nozzle. Just show you the little controls at the top here, and then we'll plug it in. So as you can see, we've just got a variable slide control to adjust the suction. I think that way, I'm not sure which is highest and which is lowest, it's a bit hard to tell. I think that's low power and that's high power. And of course a turbo boost light. Okay, nothing more I can show you. So I'll pull out the cable again, plug it in, and hopefully this motor purrs like a kitten. Just really needs a good clean up, a strip down, a clean up, and the mains cable replacing. Okay, she's plugged in at the socket, switched on at the socket. Let's see if she works. Oh, something happened. Right, but it comes on with turbo boost. Don't seem to switch on there. Oh. Doesn't sound as smooth as an Electrolux should sound, I don't think. So it basically stops, and I don't think that's right. That's not moving at all. I thought it might idle very, very slowly. I can hear it very, just ticking. Oh. So that's not quite right, is it? So it obviously needs some attention. Now I've got some contact cleaner which you use to clean electrical contacts it's like in an aerosol. Sometimes just spraying that on can help. So when I have this apart, if I decide to do it, I might send it away to the spa. But all in all, it's going to need some more work than I was hoping to have to do myself or commission. Let's pop the old, that's quite a loose fit. I do have a new pattern hose as well, a brand new one. That seems a little bit loose there. Doesn't quite sound as smooth as I would have hoped. Just checking, they've done away. I was hoping might have seen a blower port under here. The earlier Electrolux cleaners had, but there's none here. This is the only place it would have been, I think. I can't see it being anywhere else. So you can't use this for blowing. So obviously blowing went out when this machine was in the shop. So I think this is sort of mid-80s, 85-ish. I'd say this cleaner's from. I shouldn't really be handling it with it plugged in because I don't know what it's going to do. Didn't look at the back. Oh dear, look, a little bit of damage. Can we see? There's a little hole. There's a hole in my Electrolux. Dear Roger, dear Roger. Oh well, I might be able to fix it with something. It's only a little hole. I don't know if you could even see it. Can we see it? It's a bit hard to... There, look, there. There. Right, before I go, now hopefully you'll see this again. And I think, yeah, because of the cable issues and the motor sounding dodgy in the electronics, I think I might send this away to the spa. If I do, you'll see it again. I'll do a quick before. Well, I'll let the person I'm sending it to do that. And hopefully he'll let me do the after. Okay, I'm just going to nip upstairs and find the turbo nozzle, and it is the correct one for this. I got it in a bunch of spares I bought from eBay a while ago, and it actually had the Turbomatic turbo nozzle, which is the correct one. So we'll have a look at that, and that will be the end of this video. First look at this rather striking Electrolux Turbomatic. Well, here it is. This is the Electrolux turbo nozzle. I actually bought this for my Turbomatic, my other Turbomatic. It was the 355. But it'll work with this one. It's the same shape. I think it probably would have said Turbomatic on it. It's not in bad condition. I don't know if I ever tried it out actually. So we'll give it a go. Yeah, it's very loose. I would have hoped for a bit of a tighter fit. Might be solved with the other hose I've got. This is definitely not genuine hose for this. Oh. Yes, so that's a little bit loose. That fits better. Have to do it like that, I think. Yep. Oof. Apologies again to any headphone users. That doesn't sound right, does it, folks? Oh dear. These do pop up on eBay from time to time. We'll give it a go on the carpet. Oh, lift. Hang on. Let's just I'll try and get the old thing open. Don't want to break it. It's saying lift on it, you see. It's saying lift. It's saying lift up here, either side of these, and it's saying press in the middle. I assume you press it to put it back. Oh, I'm not going to force that. I'll have to peruse that later. Yeah, it shouldn't make that sort of noise, I wouldn't have thought. No indeed, should not make that noise. Anyway, that'll do for today. It needs work. Looks pretty good against this rug actually. Goes pretty well, doesn't it? That's a bit of a coincidence. Let's just unplug and rewind. Oh dear. Yeah, a new cable is definitely required for this. It's not, sometimes you can get away with shortening cables if the brake is either near the plug end or the cleaner end, but no, if I was to shorten, well, you see there's a brake here, I'd have to shorten it there, and then I'd be left with just a couple of meters of cable, which is no good, is it? No good at all. Oops, wow, but that's certainly good. Nothing wrong with a cable rewind on that, is there? Okay then, that's it for today. Unboxing and first look at this lovely 80s. I still think it's a very attractive cleaner in the more traditional cylinder shape of vacuum. By the mid 80s we were having all sorts of weird and wonderful designs. They were going away from this more oblong shape into, you know, more rounded shapes, more compact designed cleaners. This will be quite tall actually when stood up against another cylinder on its end. But it's nice to have. It's a project, it's not too bad, but could be better. And again, this would have been available at the time. I would have been able to afford to buy it new. But back in the 80s and the 90s, I was Hoover all the way. I really didn't buy much else at all. I did buy a Vax tub though in the 80s, but that was about it. And the odd Electrolux upright that my mum had. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed looking at this electronic 380 by Electrolux. If you have any comments or questions about this cleaner, please of course comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.